the visiting Central Texas Coyotes. Number 1, Frank Baeza. Asier Tiago. Alejandro.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. With you today, Rodrigo Marina. A pleasure, like always, to welcome you to the most exciting time of the summer when it starts getting hot in Laredo. You know it starts to creep around the corner. It's everybody's favorite time. You're down in the 956. It's the opening match of the 2023 NPSL Lone Star Conference campaign for your one and only favorite squad. Your favorite team from the 956, who call the Texas A&M International University Soccer Complex their home. Welcome to the opening game for your Laredo Heat. My name is Rodrigo Marina, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being with us as we get moments away from the starting lineup. Damas y caballeros, con todo el corazón abierto y lo que me queda de amor, les doy la bienvenida al TAMU Soccer Complex, la casa de su equipo favorito del 956, quien inicia campaña hoy en la conferencia Lone Star de la NPSL, su Laredo Heat. We'll get started, folks, with the starting lineup.
Number 1, goalkeeper, Spencer King.
Starting in goal, number 1, Spencer King.
Number 13, Charlie Hare.
Number 13, Charlie Hare.
Number 3, Kazuki Hashimoto.
Number 3, Kasuke Hashimoto. Number 4, Jacob Schnitzler. Number 25, from Laredo, Texas, Andres Herrera. Number 10, the captain for your Laredo Heat, Denny Cresto. Number 2, joining the midfield as well, Jack Pascal. Number 11, to his right, Marvin Mputu. Number 14, from Kobe, Kenshin Uneo. Number 15, up top, man from Budapest, Bence Molnar. And number 23, the leading goal scorer for your Laredo Heat in the 2022 campaign, Golachi, Chris Golachi. Folks, we'll be back in a moment as we honor the many men and women serving our beautiful nation around the world with the playing of the national anthem. The Heat will return in a couple of moments, and then we'll get ready for kickoff. Thank you for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. Moments away from the initial kickoff of the 2023 campaign. Your Laredo Heat are coming off a historic season, folks. Lone Star Conference champions under the resume of the mayor of Electric City, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. John Powell. This year, however, a new face in charge of the Laredo Heat. Johnny Clifford, coming onto his first match in charge of the Heat. It's been a long time coming for Johnny Clifford, as he says. It's exciting times here in the 956. We'll see how his campaign goes. The Heat coming off a good season last year, Lone Star Conference champions. A couple of players into the pro scene, hopefully. So we'll see how and will this Laredo Heat season progress. We're moments away from kickoff here in the first match against the Central Texas Coyotes FC. And the opening match for both squads here in the 9-5-6. You can see all of our academy kids, folks, running off of the field. All of them running back onto the touchline. The Laredo Heat, also not just a club but an academy here in the 9-5-6 on a very non-biased form of opinion. The very best here in Laredo, Texas. Moments away from kickoff, folks. A good one here in the 9-5-6. A lot of new faces, not a lot of returning players. A new captain to wear the band for the Heat. Denny Cresto joins the Laredo Heat after, I believe, 4 seasons just north of Laredo in the 2-1-0 in St. Mary's University. So Denny Cresto, a player very familiar with this environment, very familiar with this field, has seen it a handful of times throughout his collegiate career, not to mention the Laredo Heat's top goal scorer from last campaign. Chris Colacci returns to the 9-5-6 to add to a very, very good scoring record. The Laredo Heat with a lot of potence up top, folks. Molnar netting in, I believe, 23 goals in his collegiate campaign with a handful of assists. So the Heat have the firepower, the pace, the ability. We'll see how it adjusts and how it plays on the field, because on paper, it looks very good. But the only thing paper beats, folks, is rock, and that loses to scissors. So whatever way you want to look at it, the point of view in which you stare at it, it's not until the whistle blows, until the game gets going, until the game starts to be played, that we'll see the lingo, we'll see the direction, and we'll listen to it all here in the 9-5-6. Laredo Heat regresa a la campaña del 2023 con un récord bastante bueno. El año pasado, obviamente, llevándose el torneo, llevándose el título, el trofeo, la orejona de la conferencia del Lone Star. Y hoy inicia una nueva campaña, ahora el Heat bajo diferente dirección. El alcalde de la temporada pasada, John Powell, no a cargo del Heat por la primera vez en 3 campañas. Ahora es Johnny Clifford quien aguanta y espera a que inicie el primer silbatazo de la noche, el que inicia la batalla, la guerra y el evento del atardecer de hoy. Beautiful night here in the 9-5-6, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of stormy nights, maybe a couple nights ago. It's been... I guess the weather says it'll storm. Hopefully it does not. In the case that it does, we'll let you know as soon as it starts happening, because that means we'll probably have to cut the stream. But until then, we won't know. Folks, moments away from kickoff, the 2023 campaign about to begin, about to start, off the foot of Chris Colacci. Last glances at the watches, folks. The officiating team in green today. Folks, that whistle is blown. The 2023 campaign is well underway, and your Laredo Heat are in control of the first possession as they look to go long onto the opposite side of the flank, looking for Mputu. Odd ball just out of play. The Heat will have it back on the throw. Your Laredo Heat folks wearing their traditional red and black, attacking from left to right on your monitor at home. The Coyotes all white here today on their first road campaign match of the season. Another long ball here, trying to find the switch of field play, trying to find onto this near hand side. Number 2, that's Jack Pascal on the turn now, out at the edge of the box. A service inside, far post action, right into Mputu, who's awaiting it by the touchline on the far hand end, into the flank. Now the half space play. The Heat now with the dribble, goes in, outward again, servicing ball, that one to the post, and so close, folks. Not off the post, but just glancing it. And the Coyotes now with a little bit of a breather now. Kenny Uneo on the interception. Kobe native now inside again. Colacci, the one-time pass back to Uneo, who's getting inside, and the deflection off the slide tackle. Again, a shot from afar, and this one off target. But the Heat folks off the throttle, full pedal to the metal as we get started in the 2023 campaign. And good look so far. A minute and 15 seconds into this matchup. The Heat have 2 crosses on the board, 2 services from the Wits. And now, goal kick. Coyotes will play. On the press, Molnar onto the near hand side. Pascal able to win possession back again. Not quite, though, and Denny Cresto will get a flick on this one as Heat now giving possession here. A through ball to the middle in the pace of Schnitzler. Able to get to that one, keeping it out of play. A good defensive play by the 6'4" German native for the Laredo Heat. Debate is whether it's a throw or a corner. Looks like it'll be a long throw from the corner flag sector. This one thrown in, long, deep throw. The header again by Schnitzler. Molnar off the back-to-goal play. Servicing ball across. Hashimoto will get to this one comfortably. Well, we'll sail out of play. It's the throw for the Heat. Trying to play quickly. Koski unable to get it to Gorlaci now. As Molnar will drop for it. Unio will pick it up and swing it over back again to Hashimoto, who looks to get a flick back on the inside, trying to find Imputu. No luck here. Coyotes will regather here in the middle channel. And now the interception by Laredo, Texas' very own Andres Herrera onto the through. Nice little chip ball over to Molnar. Molnar now entering the half-space play, trying to hold possession up. That ball out of play. Last touch by Coyotes. And Andrés Herrera con otro servicio hacia adelante. Controla Pascal dentro del área. El servicio hacia adentro. Molnar la busca. Molnar finta el primer tiro. Busca abrir el terreno de juego con Imputu. Imputu la tiene. Finta el servicio. Otra vez hacia afuera en parte de los Coyotes, quienes están ahorita aullando de ayuda. Y el Laredo Heat sigue con la presión de bombero, que es el fuego que arde aquí en el 9:56. Balled it out, back again to the captain, Cresto! And a sliding challenge by Coyotes, preventing that one from sailing into dangerous area. Coyotes will regather it onto the near-hand flank. And a good little Trivella through ball, but the pace, again, this time demonstrated by Charlie Hare. The English native will send it out of play again. Spencer King, first distributed ball of the afternoon for him, I believe. And this one back to Schnitzler, over to Kenny Unio. And again, back there. Andrés Herrera controla. Andrés Herrera, otro miembro del Laredo Heat que regresa después de la campaña de la temporada pasada. No vio acción durante la temporada pasada debido a unas lesiones que tuvo durante la temporada y pretemporada que tuvo el Heat. Pero viene balón filtrado. We'll stop the action, folks. Here we go. Imputu with the servicing ball back to Gorlaci. This one just a tad bit too strong. Coyotes will regather in their own 18 and looking to find the width play now as that one sails out of play. The Heat showing a lot of pace and a lot of quick football. Looking to break on the transitional ball, and that's where the Heat, I think, will excel as this one goes back to Gorlaci. Gorlaci, an All-American in his first campaign at Biola University out in California, and reaching the national tournament for the NCAA in the second division of college soccer. He's on All-American honors for the Milan, Italy native. Now the Coyotes will go long, intercepted again by the forehead, this time of Andres Herrera. Over to Pascal, who has it onto the wing, onto the flank, and will play it back into the middle. Schnitzler, 6'4" foot from German. This ball will be playing out again by the Heat. Over to Hashimoto, now back to Unio. This is Kenny. And again to Schnitzler, the Heat now a little bit patient on the build. We've seen direct play at the beginning of this game, and on the half turn now is Gorlaci looking for Imputu, and no luck there by the Italian and the Heat. Cresto applying the pressure off the second ball. Andres Herrera will win this one. And Herrera, no stranger to this field as well, folks. Played all of the 2022 fall campaign with Texas A&M International University, who call the TAMU Soccer Complex their home as well. This one goes back to Hashimoto. Koski. Back again to Hare. Charlie will play a low-driven ball into the middle of the park. Back out to Molnar and over again to Andres. Charlie Hare back again to the inside. Over to Schnitzler. The big diagonal coming in from the big German. Beautiful through ball. Molnar looking to anticipate off the bounce. Servicing ball to the far post, and this one over the cross line and over the goal line. And another goal kick opportunity here for the Coyotes. Beautiful night in the 956. Currently 79 degrees. It looks like the thunderstorms have passed and sailed. Hopefully they don't return throughout the duration of this matchup. Pocas lluvias hemos tenido, pero fuertes las que han sido. No cae muy seguido, pero cuando cae en Laredo se deja caer en serio. Cresta with the interception as the former Rattler looking to find the former Eagle in the Biola man, the Biola All-American, and this ball will be sailed out. Coyotes will have it again. Coyotes will throw this one deep, defended nicely by Schnitzler. Looking to get a flick back on the inside. Andres Herrera with a header interception, and now Danny Cresta will play it off to this near-hand flank. And picked up nicely again this time by Pascal, who is on the stride. Nice cut to the inside as Jack now will feed into the middle over to Denny Cresto. Looking for the through ball in the form of a chip. No luck here. Cresto will put it back on the ground. Hashimoto now will pick it up and going back out to the further flank. And Imputu, who happens to be offside. Whatever happens from this moment on, folks, will be omitted. The center official has to get his glance on the AR on this near-hand side. Looks like he did. No, play will resume. The referee says no offside. The action continues. Hare having it again, looking for Herrera on the near-hand half space. Herrera able to receive a lot of time on his feet now. And over to Pascal, who's been lively and active for the Laredo Heat, as Jack on the stride now. Back to Denny Cresto, the former Rattler, over to Uneo. This is Kenny, and again to Mputu now. It's a Colorado, University of Colorado Springs, man. We'll find possession back again over to Hare, and now back to Schnitzler. Schnitzler netting in 1 goal and 4 assists in his fall campaign with Biola. Same team as Chris Golacci. Into the national tournament they went. Ball back out again, this time to Cresto, who was also in that national championship, Lone Star Conference championship winning team with the Rattlers from St. Mary's. Hare will play it back out to Unio, over to Herrera. Not enough on it. Herrera will not get possession now, and the Coyotes will play it again. Ball out of play. Coyotes possession. Ball played again. Denny Cresto will gather possession again, and the Heat have dominating control the round one. Been productive, just haven't found the right ball to get through yet, as Unio will swing it back. Hashimoto back out to Schnitzler. And now it's Danny Cresto looking for that long ball again. Curling opportunity here, looking for Golacci. Read by Frank Basea of the Coyotes, who was able to catch this one at the edge of his 18. Intercepted again, this time by Herrera. Played over to Denny Cresto into the middle. The Brazilian native now back to the Italian and over to the Englishman. Back again we go, over to the Japaneseman, and again back this time to the German, as the Laredo Heat now cycling possession internationally. The home Laredo Heat through ball again, attempted in the form aerially now, and controlled again by Unio. Unio back, through ball, this time to Pascal. Into the box he goes, sliding challenge. Fans wanting the whistle, they won't get it. Goal kick is the end result of that play. Well, Heat fans obviously upset, but not a lot to be upset with. Tito Snacks here at the Laredo Heat home matches. So, ball played again by Coyotes, intercepted now again, this time by Pascal with an opportunity. Pascal looking for the overlapping run. Pascal looking to cut back on the inside and losing possession. Coyotes will regather in their own third and into the mid-third now with a couple of combination passes. A through ball attempted. This one will be read by Schnitzler. Like the ABCs from a second grader. Back again, the Heat go, sharing possession. Nicely done by the Heat here, folks, to control the tempo of this game, control the moments. A lot of opportunities now for the Laredo Heat. The more you have the ball, the less the other team has it. A through ball attempted again. Flag will stay, deciding to go up, actually, the AR says. So offside on the ruling, but the Heat now looking for that quick ball, looking for that big diagonal in behind of the Coyotes line. The Coyotes are defending with a midline, I believe. It's not too high, not too low. But when you give a player like Marvin Mputu space like that, folks, it's bound to get exploited. And if the Coyotes keep playing that high line, they're going to find themselves in a bit of trouble. Heat have controlled possession nicely. The backline's been active. The backline's been moving it. It's been good on behalf of the Heat, but Coyotes unable to gather possession here now. The heel play by Molnar over to Denny Cresto. Back again to the inside, looking for Golacci. Golacci one-time pass out to Pascal. Looking for the through ball. Unlucky there. Andres Herrera looking to gather back on the slide. Andres back, 2 for a dollar, folks. And now the through ball over to Golacci, looking to find the pace, looking to get into second gear. And Coyotes will regather, distributed quickly now by Sa. Back again into the middle, and Coyotes can't keep possession of the round one. Andres Herrera in control here as the Laredo, Texas native will share now with Pascal. Through ball attempted, far hand side, looking for Marvin Mputu over by the corner flag sector. Marvin will get there first for a fact. Cutting back on the inside, Marvin, no stranger to the Lone Star Conference. A centering ball! And not enough height on the jump for the header. Andres Herrera will take one of his own. And this one off the crossbar, chance for the Heat again. Handball, says the Heat players. The official says, no, Rod, not at all. And play resumes now on the far hand side. Coyote player down, folks. Well, now he's up. It's Jorge Marquez. Looks like he'll be able to continue. 13 minutes in, folks, scoreless. And what we have of the opening quarter hour of this matchup between your Laredo Heat Soccer Club and the Coyotes FC of Central Texas. The ball dropped, resumes, play back underway as Hare will have it back on the inside with the Kobe native. And out wide to Kazuki. Back again, the Heat will rotate possession into their back line. Hare, Charlie. Uno, Kenny, Kenshin. Back to Andres. Hare and Schnitzler now. Back with possession. Hashimoto will await it off the through on the end there. And into the space, back to Mputu. This one will be just a tad bit too far and too much line on that cast and not enough bait on it. We'll have to recast, folks. The distribution is long by Baeza. Hashimoto, driven ball over to Golachi, who lays it off back to Pascal. The overlapping run here by Kenshin. Kenshin just not far enough on the stride, folks. Intercepted again by Pascal. Out of play this time by Coyotes. The Heat will regather on the throw. And Herrera wasting no time at all to play. Juega el Heat, la mueve. Ahora es Hare, comparte con Schnitzler, el alemán. Ahora con Hashimoto y de regreso con Schnitzler. Chance for the Heat now, and Baeza back with it. On the throw, into the half space, deep in their 18 now. Well, deep in their own third. Ball played to the middle. Cresto unable to gather. Mputu will apply the second pressure now. And the first line of press broken here by Coyotes, who will share it back again on that flank side. We haven't really seen what Coyotes can do with possession, folks. Looks like the last couple times they get a couple of passes in that mid-block or in that mid-third and then look for a long ball. The Heat, obviously, with a very respectable line in terms of depth. Not too tight, not too far off, but they've been able to intercept possession nicely. And that prevented any possible attack on behalf of the Coyotes. Possession of the round one now. Finds its destination now with Uno. And back again to Pascal on the overlap now. Andres Herrera by the flank. This one is out of play. Last touched by Coyotes, who kicked it out of harm. Uno. Kenshin over to Denny Cresto. The Brazilian will have it. One-time pass now by Pascal. Back again to Uno and over to Cresto again. This is Denny. El Capitan for the Heat now. Cresto again, this time playing it back out to Schnitzler. And Denny will control again. Trying to find something off the half turn is Molnar. No luck here, says the official. Cresto looking to regather possession of this one. And Denny, it's taken down. No foul, says the center official. Play resumes now. And the Coyotes with a chance to pick up the stride on the possession game. And the transitional moment of the game, but the Heat saying no. Hashimoto joining the third now of the attack, and Golachi unable to keep possession of this one. Coyotes will regather in that mid-park. We approach, I believe, 19 minutes of action here. Oh. Nope, 17, folks. I apologize. This one sets out of play again. Ball thrown, Putu. Off the interception, back to Unio. This is Kenshin over to Denny Cresto, and now again to Pascal, who will share now with Hare. Denny Cresto. 8 assists in his campaign for the Rattlers is in the fall. All conference honors over to Pascal again, who's trying to play the step over on the stride of the ball, and Andres Herrera will throw it back inside. Pascal trying to get a flick on this one, able to find its way over to Mputu, but Mputu not able to reach it. The Coyotes again now off the clearance. Over to Denny Cresto, who will put it back into the middle. The second ball lost by the Heat here, and now a transitional moment now for the Coyotes for being stride up quickly. The Coyotes now the through ball into the 18. Defensive play here, played nicely by Hare. The Heat now will give the corner up, an opportunity from a very direct position for Coyotes of Central Texas. So the Coyotes will play. This looks like it'll be direct, folks, so nothing from the whiteboard, nothing short. This one's going into the heart of the box, and sure enough, not enough height on it. The second chance opportunity now for Coyotes. Very high line. Everybody in the Heat's defensive half. Mputu trying to get a flick on this one. Marvin able to find the roll on and playing this one back to Andres Herrera. AH25. And now over to Spencer King. Fancy footwork by the Canadian. Over to Andres Herrera. And now Herrera choosing to go long, looking for that high through ball, trying to find Molnar into the flick over to Colachi. And Colachi will await the possession of this one. However, it's Hashimoto. And one-time play, nicely done to Colachi. Colachi inside, trying to find the servicing ball. Flag goes up. And offside is the end result of the play, but an opportunity regardless again by the Heat in transition, folks. Very quickly to get off. Hashimoto's been impressive, to say the very least. As Koski is very quick on his feet, very quick to think, finding the right ball, correct weight on it. And very impressive play there by the man from Japan. Coyotes will play again. High through ball attempt at Schnitzler. Will put his chest back down on it and controlled again by Uno. This is Kenshin. Ken E. Charlie Air. Back again to Schnitzler. Jacob. We'll swing it back out to Hashimoto and over to Mputu. Mputu, folks, dropping in, creating space for Golachi. He trying to occupy the channels as it's played, and Danny Cresto will play it back on the ground. Mputu will swing it back to the Brazilian, and Cresto not able to get to it. The Heat give possession up again. And off a bad pass here by Mputu. Off the throw again. Off the clearance now, the Heat are looking for Molnar. Nickery Warren playing it for the Coyotes. A shot attempted and blocked by Unio. The header now by Hare, controlled, will try to be controlled by Pascal. Andres Herrera will be the first to press on possession. Warren will have it, and now Coyotes will share again. This is Diago. High through ball attempted again, intercepted nicely by the Englishman as Hare sends this one out of play. Roberto Jaimes Diaz on the throw, picked up again, this time by Pascal. As he looks to find Golachi. Pascal again with it, now trying to find Mputu. The Coyotes will put it into the air. Warren looking to get a flick on this one as this one sails out of play. Andres Herrera to get the ball back into action. Long throw now, trying to find the run of Golachi. Out of play again by Diago. Corner kick opportunity for the Heat, taken by Denny Cresto, the set-piece specialist, and has proven it time and time again in the Rally uniform. His first opportunity wearing the 956, black and red. Cresto with a servicing ball. This one driven into the first post, a chance for the Heat, and this one past the post, folks, and across the touchline. Another corner kick, says the official. This one from the opposite side. Servicing ball again, the Heat, this one far post, a header attempted and over the crossbar. But the Heat have connected, folks, on back-to-back corner kick opportunities. They've been able to find connection with the ball on the set piece. Creo que nos hace el honor de unirse a la transmisión el Kaiserman. José Rivera, un saludo, hermano, te mando un abrazo muy fuerte, gracias por estar con nosotros. The Heat will play quickly back again on the ground, and Coyotes looking to intercept. Uneo on control, possession now, over to Cresto and back over to Mputu. Marvin wanting to dance, quiere bailar. El Francés back on the other end, and now taking two men with him. Over to the corner flag sector. Cresto servicing ball again to the inside, intercepted by Colachi, who's out in the half turn. Colachi will play it back to Pascal. Pascal looking to find the Cruyff turn, and servicing ball to the inside, intercepted again by Coyotes. Heat still in possession. This is Kenshin Uneo. Back out wide, Marvin Mputu in a 1v1 situation. Flag goes up, offside is the call, and Mputu's having a couple of moments where he thinks he's on, but it turns out he's not. So, offside on the play. "24 minutes in, folks. Donuts on the board." The set piece will be from the offside mark. So, into the air. Schnitzer will get a header on this one. Hare will play it back over to Spencer King, and now Spencer with the distribution long this time over to Pascal. Underlapping run here by Uneo. Trying to find Hashimoto on the far hand side. Marvin Mputu will gather it back again to Denny Cresto. The Heat go. And again by Schnitzler. This time it's Hare. And over to Uneo. Kenny. Andrés Herrera controla la posesión. Busca balón filtrado. Colachi la quiere poner en el costado de un toque. Y la manda por la banda. Throw again. Intercepted again by Andres Herrera. H25. The Coyotes will have it, looking for that shifted through ball. And Coyotes will put it back on the ground. The coverage there by Hashimoto. Flag will go up. And offside is the ruling. Still a very tight game, folks, in terms of play. Not very open as of now. Coyotes have had a couple of opportunities with the ball, but not on goal. Pascal will put it on the through ball to the All-American. This is Chris Colachi trying to get to it. Denny Gusta will bring the ball back down beautifully, folks, like a feather. Gracing from the air. Over again, Cresto looking to play. This time it's Andres Herrera, H25. And over to Pascal, who's very good at sharing possession of the ball, folks. Netted 4 assists for the Eagles at Biola in the fall campaign. Mputu will get a low-driven service ball inside. And intercepted again by Coyotes, who at this point, folks, are clearing everything that they can as soon as they touch it. Not wanting to gamble, not wanting to play the slots in their own defensive third. As Hare will have it again, and over to Kenshin Uneo. Back out wide, Hashimoto. This time it's Kaski. Hare. Time and space to go forward now, trying to find the driven play over to Gorlachi. The sliding challenge by the Englishman, and that is a foul on the field of play. So set piece opportunity, right about the halfway line. Coyotes will put it into the air. Schnitzler will get a header on this one. Back out to Denny Cresto, who will put it high, trying to find Golaci. This man from Milan. Able to keep possession of this one. Never really had a chance to keep possession, but that's a foul on the play. That's on Pascal, and well, now a chance for Coyotes. About 20 yards into their own attacking half. The Heat will have to defend off a servicing opportunity. Servicing ball, Coyotes will put it into the box and defend it again nicely by the Heat. Unio will play it back to Andres Herrera, who takes a cut to the inside, being the first man of the press, and Herrera turning possession over, not playing simple enough here, and Coyotes will gather it. This time they have a chance at the build-up in their attacking third. As this one will sail far too wide. Hashimoto will see it sail. Heat will play short. Hare. Hashimoto unable to gather this one. And over to Cresto. High ball again. Over to Molnar and into the pucks and into the gloves of Baeza. And now Coyotes will play it on the ground, build up in their own third here. As the Heat looking to press. Andrés Herrera, AH25, compartiendo el esférico ahora con Marvin Emputú y ahora el capitano Denny Cresto. Otra vez con Herrera, abrimos el terreno de juego por la banda más cercana a nosotros. Pascal la tiene, conduce Pascal, comparte con Uneo. Uneo una vez, otra vez con Pascal y el 1-2. El servicio demasiado fuerte, demasiado largo y el hit otra vez sin producir después del centro. Controla Emputú, quiere bailar otra vez por la banda, sigue Marvin. Marcan la falta. Baeza will play off the foul scenario and play short into the inside now. Good pocket here to press for the Heat. A lot of time and space in that pocket there for Coyotes. This ball out of play. Heat will have the throw, and it's Hashimoto to do the honors. On the throw. Hare unable to, Molnar unable to control, and now Warren will receive on behalf of Coyotes. The press here now by Unio. Back again to Hare, controlled by AH25, Andres Herrera. Jack Pascal now, the Wales native, will send a small but a good through ball here for Unio, who's looking to find something on the cut to the inside. And Coyotes will regather here. They'll get the ball back into the inside channel. Nice heel play played by Coyotes. This one will find its way off to the far hand flank. Midfield retention here for Coyotes. They'll play it back into the back line. Servicing ball on the form of a through, looking for Warren. And given over to Spencer King. Here we're playing. Back to Schnitzler. Hashimoto. Over to Hare again. The Essex native looking for the high through ball now. Jack Pascal, as the Wales natives, will receive. Pascal cutting onto the inside, trying to open up the far hand seam now. Imputu will try. Imputu looking to bite. No, he'll play it out wide again into the opposite side flank. Servicing ball. The Heat with a chance. Colaci! Unable to connect with the ball, folks. This one sails just wide off the post. And another opportunity for the Heat there. Not taken. Un saludo con mucho cariño hacia Colombia, que nos ve y nos escucha. Gracias por estar en la transmisión. Baeza will play again. He'll play long and out of play. No accuracy on that distribution by the goalkeeper for Coyotes. Central Texas struggling just a bit. They've been able to hold on here against the Heat, but when it comes to having the ball, folks, nothing as of yet. That's a good ball now played by Andres Herrera. Well, just a tad bit too strong to be fair. The view where I'm at flirted with my vision and perception. It looked like it was going to be into the stride, and it was just a tad bit far off. And Colaci looking to control again. It's taken down. Ref says no foul. And the play again by the Coyotes. Cruz Martinez out wide and over back again to Martinez. Into the inside. Colaci will recover. Colaci will regather, and now out wide. Over to Mbutu. Good play here by the Heat. A sliding challenge, dispossessing Molnar now. And Coyotes will have it again. Through ball again. This time on the inside. Flag goes up, and Spencer King was there regardless to hold on to the possession of it. Hashimoto. Over to Marvin Mbutu. Denny Cresto, Il Capitano for the Laredo Heat here. I'll share now with Hare. Onto the inside, Molnar, one-time play, this time to Il Capitano. It's Denny Cresto. Out wide, Hashimoto in control here. Servicing ball, Hashimoto. Molnar will bring it back down with his chest outside of the 18-yard box, and he'll share out wide. And the connecting play not active there for the Heat. Andrés Herrera, AH25. Controla otra vez la posición, comparte con 1-1, otra vez contra el Capitano, va contra Denny Cresto, recibe Imputu de un toque, Cresto otra vez hacia arriba buscando a Colaci. El árbitro dice que no hay falta. Hashimoto por el costado, Hashimoto por la banda, entrando al canal de en medio. Quiere mandar el riflazo y es bloqueado. Nada para nadie todavía en estos 35 minutos de acción que tenemos. Schnitzler will get to this one, folks. We'll put it back up top. Pascal will await here. No foul, says the official. Possession not for the Heat here, as the Coyotes will regather and back inside. The Coyotes with Juan Lumbreras. And now off the tricky footwork. Out back wide they go. Coyotes into the inside again. This time it's Cameron Gilmore. The Coyotes will give it back up to Spencer King. Folks, this game has been dominated in terms of possession by the Heat. It looks like it'll come down to a game of transition. The Heat looking to exploit the width, looking to exploit with pace, and doing so just now back with Marvin Imputu, but Imputu unable to beat on the 1v1 here. Marvin, no stranger to the conference, played last season, I believe, with Fort Worth. Marvin still trying to get inside of the 18 and gets dispossessed by the touchline. Referee says that goes out of play. Corner kick regardless. The Heat with a lot of experience within their conference, folks. A lot of these players are first-timers within, but they do have some experience. Colaci's back. Marvin Imputu has played in the conference. The Heat recruited this year as well within the Lone Star Conference in the second division of the NCAA. So a lot of players have been to Laredo and have come down and played. More on that after this service. A servicing ball inside! And Baeza able to clear it out. And now Spencer King all the way inside of the full moon of the field, where werewolves howl, and Andres Herrera will play the distribution back out wide. Beautiful ball now this time to Pascal, who brings the ball back down nicely. Again, servicing ball. A chance for the Heat here. Colaci unable to get to it. Marvin Imputu will have it, though. And Marvin now cuts to the inside. Marvin looking to poke this one back out to Pascal. Intercepted again by Coyotes. And Central Texas now will get the flick. It's a 5v4, I believe. A high through ball onto the far end. That one just too strong. Folks are just saying in the beautiful game that we know and love, the one who forgives is the one that hurts the most. El que perdona pierde. Y el que se enoja pierde. Y no hay nada peor que un perdedor enojado. This ball will be played again. Umputu will have it back to the cut to the inside. Marvin now looking to flirt with a shot opportunity, dancing with it now, and turns possession back onto the inside. Fancy footwork, but the distribution of the decision just a tad bit lacking for the France international. Again, we go with Denny Cresto, Il Capitano for the Heat over to Hashimoto. Again to the inside with Uneo. This time it's Ken E. Marvin back out wide, this time near hand side. Andres Herrera, AH25. Herrera con el servicio. Parece que tiene demasiada mostaza el hot dog y por afuera, dicen. So the keys to the Heat, folks. We're about 38 minutes in. Take care of that last deciding possession ball. Take care of that last decision. The Heat do a really good job on the build-up. They're patient in the rotation. They like to switch to point of attack when they're not in transition. But it's that quality of that third ball, folks, and we call it a third ball. Well, I call it a third ball, but it's that deciding ball. It's that could be assist, that could be a shot, that could be a hockey assist, folks. But the Heat need a little bit more control in the opening. Well, they need more control in for the remainder of the game. That's what we've been seeing. Starting at 39 now minutes of play. Kenshin Uneo able to win possession back for the Heat. Nicely done there by the Kobe native. The Heat will play quickly. Hashimoto back out to Schnitzler. Jacob. There's an injury on the field of play. I believe that's Warren on behalf of the Coyotes. And we'll take this time, folks, to remind you that there's only one destination for everything Laredo Heat on the World Wide Web. That's at www.laredoheatsc.com, where you can find a direct link, folks, to not just the MPSL side of the Heat, but also a direct link to the Academy and every program it has to offer. It's a wonderful place to develop not just the love of the game, which is first and foremost, but to develop human beings and character before we develop athletes and championship contending players. So if you're interested, folks, please contact the Laredo Heat via social media. If you're interested in having your grandchild, your son, your brother, your nephew, your niece, your daughter, whatever it is, folks, that's at www.laredoheatsc.com. Click on the youth side of things. If you don't click on the youth side, you can find a direct link to everything MPSL, including this year's rosters, this year's breaking lineups, breaking stories, this year's lineups, this year's fan shop page where you can buy all sorts of goodies to represent your favorite team from the 956, wherever you may be around the world. If you're on the social medias, if you're on the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, and the TikTok, there's only one place for your favorite type of content, and that's at Laredo Heat SC. That's where we upload daily content, folks. A lot of good stuff gets uploaded on our social media platforms. The Heat's very active on Instagram for its reels and TikTok, obviously, for the content. So make sure you drop a like, give us a follow, and tell all of your friends that you are indeed a very good friend of your Laredo Heat Soccer Club. This is the opening game for this campaign, folks. The Heat will travel to Katy for the second match of their 2023 campaign. That will be the following, well, this upcoming weekend. So in a week from today, the Heat find themselves in the H. Hashtag Raya de Bonilla. Looks like we'll be getting back into action shortly. Warren is out for the moment. I believe there was a tactical adjustment made by the Coyotes. Andres Herrera comparte el esférico ahora con Jack Pascal. Juega de bumper y ahora juega el capitano Dani Cresto. Hashimoto por el costado más lejano a nosotros en su monitor en casa, oficina, departamento, donde nos vean. Controla ahora Dani Cresto, el capitano. Kenshin Uneo off the layoff, this time back to Andres Herrera, who plays over to Jack Pascal. Grove turned on to the inside. Pascal will get two for $1 and can't connect back on the third. No foul, says the official. Kenny over to Denny. And back over to Molnar. Cresto will play it wide, this time for Hashimoto. Over to Marvin Mputu. Back out to Denny. Over to Kenny. And Kenshin will play. This is the patience on the build-up, folks. Switching the point of attack for the Heat. It's got to be those moments that you win. It can't just be in transition. Just remember, the more you have of the ball, that means the less the other team does. As Warren is back in, he switched from the right side over to the ST position. So now Warren will lead the line on attack. Golachi will play. Out wide, Pascal. Back to the inside, over again to Andrés Herrera. H25 manda el servicio. Andrés Herrera, el segundo poste, la tiene el Heat. A shot. Goal! Mulder opening up the goals, folks. The first of the season for the Heat. Andrés Herrera with an opportunity to service the ball in the Heat now. With a great chance here to add another before the half ends. It's the man from Hungary. He's hungry for goals, and he's getting his feeding on tonight, folks. Has one on the evening. A great opportunity. Andrés Herrera with a service. The Heat in prime position here, folks, to add another, hopefully. Molnar with another goal, had an impressive fall campaign in college and is looking to not stop it all, folks, as he gets another, his first of the summer here in the MPSL for the Heat. The members of the Heat loyals, folks, obviously thriving in happiness. Gets the Heat getting the first before the end of the first half here. They want more. And when the Heat fans ask, the Heat players hopefully deliver. Unel, Kenshin, back out this time, controlled now by Hare, and over to the man of the first assist. This is Andrés Herrera, H25. Back out to Unel. And now the press controlled now. Not on the foot, not on the pedal now by Coyotes, as Unel will have it again as he sends this one back out. Over to Andrés Herrera, H25. Pascal will have it over to Hare and back again to Schnitzler. Long ball coming here for the German, looking to find something over to Molnar. Can he get two now? As Molnar awaiting the second ball, fighting for it. Vence able to get it here. Molnar on the press. Over to Andrés Herrera, who gets a deflection on this one. Back out to Pascal, and the Coyotes are struggling to get it out of their own half. The Heat's pressing has been good so far tonight. And over to Andrés Herrera. Played over again, this time to Il Capitano. Denny Cresto back out to Marvin Mputu. Marvin on the stride here, able to beat the first, the second, the through ball. Now to Colaci! And this one just a tad bit too far for the reach of the Milan native. Coyotes will throw it back over to the flank and into the half space now as they try to break through that middle channel. They'll go back out wide. Flank play by the touchline now. Coyotes back inside, intercepted it now for Golachi. Molnar looking for number 2. It's Chris Golachi on the dribble inside of the 18. The man from Milan gets taken down. The referee says, get up, play on, corner kick. And again, we will play off the corner kick. Corner kick opportunity for the Heat to get a second before the end of the half. Cresto, Il Capitano with a servicing ball. That's a good one, a chance for Golachi. That should be another corner kick. Sure enough, Heat will get 2 before the end of the half. Well, the ref says +3. We are +2 now. And Cresto with another servicing ball. Far post action. The Heat again. Goal, 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 goal. Laredo. Number Number 13, Charlie Air, able to get his first of the 2023 campaign here in the summer in the 956. And Il Capitano, the dead ball specialist, quality service, produces a higher opportunity at a goal in the forehead of Hair, well knowing such soak and a wonderful condition the Heat can go into the break with at least a 2-goal margin. And we'll talk about it for the quarter hour on the break. But as of right now, folks, the Heat with momentum. Wheels are rolling, and it's all in favor of the Laredo Heat Soccer Club here as Coyotes will play. And I think if it's a minute, it's way too long for the Coyotes to get into the break. Now, I believe a quarter minute left. The Heat with an opportunity to possibly get a third. If they're quick and they hurry, Hashimoto will get the header back on the second ball opportunity. Uneo will control and back out wide to H25. Andrés Herrera controla ahora el japonés. Uneo, this is Kenny. Andrés Herrera poniéndole pausa, poniéndole ritmo, poniéndole sazón al balón. Y Uneo comparte con Schnitzler. Schnitzler over to Spencer King. The Canadian will share back again to the author of goal number 2, folks. Folks, 45 minutes into the books. The encyclopedia gets another chapter added to it. The first game for Johnny Clifford, 45 minutes in. You'll see his team go into the quarter-hour break with a 2-goal margin. As we go into the halftime, folks, don't go with us. The Heat will return in a quarter hour. Don't go anywhere. The Heat continues shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Texas A&M International University Soccer Complex. 45 more minutes to go. 45 minutes have passed. And we're moments away from the opening, the initial kick of this second half of play. Bienvenidos otra vez, damas y caballeros. Nos quedan 45 minutos más en este partidazo que tenemos, el cual su Laredo Heat lleva ya 2 goles de ventaja. Welcome back, folks, to the commencing part of the conclusive half of action here live from the TAMU Soccer Complex. That whistle has been blown, that ball is rolling, players are moving, and that means that this second half is officially underway. Colachi applying the press here. The Heat with a 2-goal advantage going into the half. It was a positive halftime, I believe, on behalf of Coach Johnny Clifford, but there's a lot of points probably that were spoken of in that halftime, 2 of them being the goals. And maybe not a lot of points, folks, but several other points I'm sure that were addressed in the 15-minute break. No changes in the lineup for the Heat. They come back with the same 11 that left the field, as Hashimoto will share back on the inside with Uneo, and Kenny will swing it back again, controlled by author of goal number 2, Charlie Hare. Jacob Schnitzler over to Hashimoto, trying to get the flick up top. No luck here. That ball sails out of play. Throw-in coming up once more. Coyotes will play. Hashimoto will get the header intercepted, and again, and into the air the ball goes. Gravity will do its part. That ball comes back down. Cresto between 2. And Amputu trying to roulette out of there. Amputu still coming up possession now between 3, and over to Kenshin. This is Uneo. El Kenny. No foul, says the ref. He should not stop the play of attack. There's not a head injury. Play should have resumed. But the Coyotes player seems to be down in a lot of pain. That's number 3, Jose Agustin Narvaez Quintero. The training staff will be asked to come on for the Laredo Heat Soccer Club. Best in the business, number 1 in this country, bar none, here at the Laredo Heat. Don't forget, folks, our social media profiles are live, and they are always full of wonderful content at Laredo Heat SC on Twitter. You can like us on Facebook and watch us across the gram, the IG, and, of course, TikTok at Laredo Heat SC. We got a lot of our academy involved within our content stuff, so a lot of our kids, a lot of the academy kids are honestly the faces of our social media profiles. So again, if you have a loved one or a family member that is interested in learning about the love of the game and the love of the ball, look no further than your friendly Laredo Heat Soccer Club and Academy here in Laredo, Texas. Reach us on all of our social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. We are everywhere. Everywhere on social media, folks. Don't forget, this is game number 1 of the Heat's campaign. Game number 2 will come next Saturday when the Heat travel to Katy, Texas to play CF10 Katy FC. So the Heat will travel over to the H next weekend for their first road match of the year. This is the first home match and the opening match of the campaign. The Heat usually open up their season on the road. This year, however, at home. So good to see everybody out here in the 956. The temperature hasn't dropped too bad. Still only 2 degrees below what we had initiated this match with. We were at 79. Now we're at 77 degrees. So temperature seems to drop. Not much of a breeze, but it is a bit humid. But it's still a wonderful environment to be out here. Looks like everyone is having a good time, and even better now that the Heat are up by 2. It's like going to a buffet. You're happy you're there, but you're really happy once you get up and get a plate. That's kind of how it seems here, the 956 tonight. The Heat had been showing bursts and cameos of brilliancy in the build-ups sometimes, but it wasn't until the most anticipated guest of the evening showed up that everybody felt that pressure lift off the shoulders. Danny Cresta will play it back out to Marvin Imputu out wide. Imputu will have it now. We'll share again this time with Andres Herrera, who has an assist already on the night and is looking for number 2. Referee says there's a deflection on the play. It's going to be controlled by the Laredo Heat. This is Charlie Hare, and back up to Jacob Schnitzler. Over to Katski. Good turn now by Colaci inside the box. Colaci with an opportunity and just a stride ahead of him. Ball played into the middle. I'm surprised that ball got out as clean as it did. And played again this time by Alejandro Fernandez Lede on behalf of Coyotes. No foul, says the official. And controlled again by the Heat into the middle now. Over to Pascal, who was very good in that first half of play. Very witty. Now back out wide to H25. Andrés Herrera controla el esférico, comparte hacia adentro con el japonés. Este es Uneo Kenshin. El árbitro dice siga, no hay falta. Controla el capitano Denny Crespo y comparte ahora el esférico con Charlie Hare, quien la mueve con Schnitzler, el alemán. Ahora con Uneo, con el primer toque, ahora hacia afuera, busca el esférico y controla en el dominio del balón Hashimoto. Recorte hacia adentro, comparte Hashimoto, ahora comparte con Schnitzler. Abre el terreno de juego por el costado más opuesto a nosotros. Con Andrés Herrera 25, AH25. Marvin Imputu manda el balón hacia adentro. Controla otra vez el alemán, Schnitzler. El balón otra vez por arriba buscando a Pascal. Sube la bandera. La jugada se omite. Y el balón le pertenece a los Coyotes del centro de Texas.
Heat fans, don't forget to go visit Tito's Snacks concession stand. I can attest that nachos are delicious. Don't forget to go visit Tito's Snacks.
Hashimoto fighting for possession here, and he'll share back out with Schnitzler, who will move it again, this time to Charlie Hare. Back off to Jacob. Charlie Hare, over to AH25. Andrés Herrera pone el balón en el aire buscando a Imputu y el balón sale del terreno de juego. Saque de banda para los Coyotes. Controla el esférico ahora. Bueno, la batalla del control del esférico por Colaci. Colaci sale con el balón, sale victoria. Con la victoria de la batalla. Se detiene la pierna derecha un poco, pero el hombre de Milán, el italiano. Sigue el terreno de juego. Marvin Imputu no puede controlar el esférico y ese balón se va largo, pero no sale. Y ahora sí salió. Viene el tiro de esquina para el Heat. El Heat ya metió gol a balón parado de jugada a tiro de esquina antes de que acabara el primer tiempo de acción. Y busca seguir ritmo. Si el balón mandado tiene la misma calidad con la que lo manda y el capitano, viene siendo jugada peligrosa a favor de su Laredo Heat. Denny Crespo, the former Rattler, with this ball inside, servicing, curling, and into the heart of the box. And the Heat connecting on another set piece here. This one off target. Jacob Schnitzler getting all of his 6'4" frame on the round one. As Hashimoto gets taken down. Play will resume now. Over to Colaci. Colaci will share back with Marvin. Down on the ground over to Molnar. And possession now lost. Colaci wanted the foul to be called. The referee said, I gave you the law. I gave you the advantage. And that's about all I'm giving you on this play. Pascal will have it back out wide. Well, excuse me, not wide, but back. Looking for depth, not width, with Schnitzler. And over to Marvin Imputu. Marvin will share it again on the inside. Back out to Unio. Controlled again by Hashimoto on the near hand flank. Perfect pass to the inside. Molnar unable to get to it. Too much weight on it, but the idea is there on behalf of the Heat. Coyotes will play again. High ball, good touch now to bring the ball back down. Intercepted again by Kenshin. And into the forehead of author of goal number 2, Charlie Hare. Controlled now by Jacob Schnitzler. Into the inside. Good turn here now by Pascal. Looking the width now, back with Molnar. Molnar on the dribble. It's a 1v1 situation now as the Budapest man looking for the through ball back out to Pascal, and no luck on that one, folks. The Heat will intercept. Il Capitano back in the belly button of the field, folks. The full moon. Possession is lost for the Heat. Now Coyotes will try to rotate and try to find something on their build-up with José Agustín Narváez Quintero. Otra vez, José Agustín Narváez Quintero. Juan Lumbreras. Ahora la tiene Palomares. Cresto unable to get the interception here, and again, it's Lumbreras playing it out wide now as the Coyotes are finding combination play. And now getting the width involved. Fighting for possession. Cresto gets dispossessed here now. The Coyotes with an opportunity. A shot from afar, and Spencer King just sees this one sail wide of his post. But in this game, folks, that heavily depends on moments. You can't give those kind of moments up, because if that moment gets taken advantage by the opponent, well, then you're finding yourself conceding on a moment you shouldn't have given up to begin with. Said a wise man once. Long ball again by the Heat into the space, looking for Molnar. Molnar looking for goal number 2, able to bring the ball back down beautifully and nicely, and now sharing with Golacci. And unable to connect now between that very dynamic and dangerous partnership, folks, between Molnar and Golacci. Corner kick coming up. The Heat will earn it again, and an opportunity. Denny Cresto. High quality delivery we've seen from Il Capitano tonight. And Cresto with delivery this time low, looking for the flick inside, and the play unsuccessful here for the Heat. Coyotes wasting no time at all. Oh, beautiful touch there in the pass here by Hashimoto to find Pascal. Jack. Over to Schnitzler. Laying it off. This is Kenshin. Unio. Kenny. Back out to Pascal and over to Unio again. The sliding challenge by Coyotes will send this one out of play. One-two play. Hashimoto. Once more trying to find the flick. No luck here, and Coyotes will somehow gather it up. Palomares will look to send the distributing ball up top, and Spencer King for the Heat taking the throw. Very unorthodox. You don't see that a lot in many, any, if any, A-troops within the game. Now the Schnitzler will put it back in the air, folks. This one off the heading chance. Looks like Pascal got slapped, and sure enough, there's a foul on the play, and can't lose your head here, José Agustín Narváez Quintero. The referee will have a word with José Agustín Narváez Quintero. Set piece opportunity, Denny Cresto again on it for the Heat. This will be a curler to the far post, I believe, or a direct ball into the PK spot, but believe the Heat will try to find the delivery here. Dani Cristo, il capitano. Well, back to the far post and just a tad bit too far. And, well, not far enough. Too much on it, but not in terms of distance, just in terms of pace. It's a good heading chance here, won by H25, who gets called for an elbow, folks. And I believe that's a yellow card on the evening. Andres Herrera gets booked here. And
Yellow card issued to the Heat, number 25, Andres Herrera.
Chicharito's favorite. Well, folks, Coyotes players down, training staff for the Heat back onto the field of play, and, well, we'll see what derives from this opportunity from Coyotes. In terms of Coyotes, a set piece is their best opportunity to find something. The Heat have defended well in transition, and they've done well in transition, but He'd have to defend the set piece now. It's a long one, to be fair, but it could be a dangerous one regardless, folks. So everybody seems to be okay. Everybody seems to be okay to go and play, and it's what we'll have now. As the Coyotes with a delivery, this one into the box, and Spencer King comfortably to it first, folks. Off the throw, out wide. Andres Herrera, the yellow-carded man, will look to go along again, and a beautiful ball this time to Jack Pascal, who goes a little bit too far off his reach. And the Heat again have been very direct in times. As Coyotes will get it into the air again. Palomares with it. Defended nicely by Hashimoto. This one sails wide. And on the throw yet again for Coyotes. Roger Rojas sealing it out here. Well, this one is played again. Hashimoto off the victory. And Jose Agustin Narvaez Quintero unable to hold possession of this one. Heat fans have been active there on the touchline. Dani Cristo, Il Capitano, will play it back this time to Charlie Hare and over to Kenny. 1-0. Over to Hashimoto. Back out. Jacob Schnitzler. Charlie Hare. Marvin Mputu. Charlie Hare. And over to Jacob Schnitzler. Pascal on the drop, creating space now for Hashimoto, but ball will swing all the way back to Marvin Mputu. Marvin with the bicycles over the step-overs, and now a faking shot, and with the flick this time for Kenny. Kenny! Off the post! Goal! The native gets one on his name. A beautiful half turn at the edge of the 18. A one-touch forward and the finish to the post, folks. All it needed was a kiss from the bar, a kiss from the aluminum, and into the back of the net. Kenny Uneo, showing why he's also an All-American, why he got All-American honors in the fall campaign, transitioning it over to the summer, and adding a goal to what's been a very good cameo appearance, well, a full appearance, for the Kobe, Japan native. Well, the Heat will make adjustments coming on to the field of play. Number 9 de Saltillo, México, se une al terreno de juego Gabriel Campara. Gabo gets taken down, no foul. A chance now for Pascal. Flag goes up, and what could have been the 4th. Rejected by the official. Colby Pardon also checking in on behalf of the Heat folks. On that far end, Andres Herrera's night comes to an end with a yellow card and an assist, so a good appearance by the Laredo, Texas native. Pardon onto the field of play along with Gabriel Campora. A chance now. Gabo will settle back on the inside, and Coyotes will get this on the distance. No foul, says the official. Colby Pardon unable to gather possession now, but Hare will do indeed. Il Capitano playing it back out wide. This is Hashimoto onto the inside, back again with Denny Cresto, former St. Mary's Rattler. 8 assists in his fall campaign. Delivered back to Charlie Hare, who has goal number 2 on the evening, and Hare will drive it low, trying to find the foot of Golachi. And intercepted again beautifully and nicely by Charlie Hare. Over to Schnitzler. Controlled again by Cresto. Over to author of goal number 3, Kenny Uneo. Colby Pardon now. Back again to Marvin Impetu. Marvin will settle it across, and Hashimoto applying the press nicely for Jacob Schnitzler to get the ball back. Driven run again, this time over to Golachi. Golachi inside of the box. Golachi! Just wide, no deflection, says the official, and a goal kick in favor of Coyotes, but the Heat now applying the pedal to the metal once again. So it looks a forward right now, and Gabriel Campora onto the field of play. CSU Pueblo player, made the national final with the Thunderwolves, I believe, and very good player, quality striker, can put the ball where it needs to go, and that's in the back of the net. I believe he had 16 goals and 3 assists for his fall campaign, but don't quote me. We will double check the facts and let you know. Through ball attempted this time by Schnitzler, and Hashimoto nowhere near it. 3-0 on the night, folks, as of now. The Heat with 20 minutes left of play approximately, 22-21. Within the 90. Jacob Schnitzler back again to Marvin Umputu. Driven ball, trying to find the hold-up play of Pascal, and no luck there. The Heat will try to combine again in the third, the attacking third, and ball on this near-hand side. The Coyotes will drive it. Palomares saying he played the flick through to the overlapping Jose Agustin Narvaez Quintero. Jose Agustin Narvaez Quintero with a different plan on the agenda. Back again to Marvin Imputu. Now playing centrally, deciding to go out wide with Hashimoto. This is Kaski. Over again, Imputu. Denny Cresto could light it from afar. Cresto with space, deciding to pass on the inside. Pascal, though, will get one for himself, and this one is blocked at the edge of the 18. Ball out wide, controlled by Pardon. Over to Campora on the return play. The servicing ball inside for Pascal. A shot blocked at the edge of the 6, and again, this time from Campora. Unable to get to it, and now on the far-hand side, Colby Pardon will have it. on behalf of the Heat. Servicing ball again. Colaci back to Campora. And unable to get the flick inside. Defended, by the Coyotes. And over again to Jacob Schnitzler. Over again to Kenny Unio. Marvin Imbutu will have it. Back out to Pascal and over to Hashimoto, the sliding challenge. And ball out of play. Heat possession back in their hands. Back to throw. Laredo Heat will share this time with Pascal, and Hashimoto will get another chance on the throw. Denny Cresto unable to control here. Roger Rojas, folks, I'm not sure if he's fully into this match or into the conversation going on to the touchline. Every time Rojas gets to the touchline or close to it, I mean, it's just an earful from the Heat loyal. And a through ball attempted over to Colaci. Flag goes up, plays omitted. Colaci could have gone the fourth for the Heat. The ruling on the play is offside, and when the referee puts his flag up, the only person that can counteract it is the official in the middle, who depends on that decision anyway. So, riddle me that, Batman. Well, play will resume, folks. This time it's Coyotes. Losing possession, Campora will have it. He'll lay it off again, this time to Colaci. Colaci will look to go wide in Mbutu. And there's a flag on the field of play. He will have it. Delivery by Denny Cresto again. Can go short and play there quickly with Uneo, and adjustments to be made on behalf of the Heat again. I believe Marvin Mputu's name has been called by Johnny Clifford and staff. Servicing ball, far hand side, a header to service back inside, looking for Campora. On the near hand side, no foul, says the official. Denny Cresto will see this one sail, and controlled again by Schnitzler. Over to Gabriel Campora, el de Saltillo, México, quiere bailar con la redonda. Campora dentro del área, banda al servicio. Y defendido por los Coyotes. Casper Lasia makes his way onto the field of play as Marvin Mputu's night has come to a conclusion. The Heat are 18 minutes, folks, from the final whistle, and I'm sure they would like another one on the board. Cresto with a delivery. This one far hand side, a punch out by the keeper, and Coyotes will look to go along again, covered by Pardon there.
Heat substitution, minute 73. Going out, number 11, Marvin, and 2.
Spencer King will share onto the far hand flank. Lasia Casper will have it. He'll share again, this time with a Pardon over to Charlie Hare, author of goal number 2 for the Heat. And Hare will settle it across, this time for Jacob Schnitzler, German native. Schnitzler looking to go long, far hand side. Flag should stay down. And over to the overlapping Pardon. It looked like Colaci could have intervened and had an opportunity to it first, but Colaci ran the middle channel and around the interior route. On the throw once more. Intercepted by Lacia as that one settles out of play. Play will resume. A chance now for the Coyotes. There's a deflection on it. I believe is going to be the nope, no deflection. Goal kick, says the official. Well, Spencer King with the goal kick. Official says he will play. Brandon Martinez-Treyes checks in for the Heat. It's Charlie Hare's night. We'll enjoy the rest of this game from the bench. Charlie Hare will watch the remainder of this game, folks. From the touchline with his companions. And the Heat now will anticipate off of this goal kick here for the Coyotes. Back to Kenshin Unio, author of goal number 3. The Heat should be able to get one more, I believe, and hopefully they get more than that. And good underlapping run now by Hashimoto to play it onto the inside. We'll see what the Japanese man decides to do. Through ball, beautifully played. Colaci on the sliding challenge, and the goalkeeper will test and get to it. Off the throw near hand side. Jose Agustin Narvaez Quintero. Back onto the inside now, controlled by Lumbreras. Narvaez Quintero back to the inside again. Off the foot of Francisco Maldonado, who has it again. We'll play back. Lacia will sell it out of play. Another opportunity on the throw here for Coyotes to try to gather a bit of momentum in these closing last quarter hour of this match. Denny Il Capitano Cresto getting dispossessed. That one settles out of play. Brandon Martinez-Treyes con el esférico del balón. Controla pase interior buscando el japonés. Uneo. Y ahora controla Hashimoto. Led off by Pascal, and those are the kind of things that need to get communicated. If not, you lose possession. Pascal gets taken down. Foul this time. It's called against Lumbreras. And Brandon Martinez-Treyes with possession of this one, selling it back to Il Capitano, Danny Cresto. And a good through ball aerially now for Hashimoto as Katsuki was unable to find success off of the 1v1 opportunity. The Coyotes will have it again into the air. Jacob Schnitzler will bring it back down. Played back to Brandon Martinez-Treyes, native of the H, from Houston, Texas. Over to Danny Cresto. The heel pass by Campora. Over to Hashimoto now into the half space. Now out into the flank. Hashimoto, one-time pass inside. Danny Cresto, Il Capitano controla, comparte. Brandon Martinez-Treyes abre el terreno de juego haciendo el campo lo más ancho que se pueda. Buscando a Campora. Y el balón cambia de personal, el balón cambia de favorito, por lo menos en esta posesión. Coyotes out wide. Jacob Schnitzler. Over to Denny Cresto. Il Capitano. One-time pass, played again to Pascal and out wide. Hashimoto. Denny Cresto. Pascal. Brennan Martinez Reyes. This is Uneo now. Flag stays down. A chance for Gabriel Campora. And this one off target. Not Campora, excuse me. I believe that's Pascal. Campora la quería. Campora la buscaba. Nunca se la compartieron. Schnitzler. Cresto. Uneo. Over to Schnitzler again. Pascal, controlled now by Il Capitano. This is Denny Cresto. Lacia will give to Brennan Martinez Reyes, quien comparte con El Capitano, y otra vez la regresan a Brandon Martinez Reyes. Brandon busca el cambio de juego. Le faltó un poquito de sal a la olla. Now on the press is Jacob Schnitzler. 1 goal and 4 assists for Biola University in the fall. That ball goes in favor of the Heat. I believe the decision was wrong from the initial kick, and now the Heat will look to find Colaci on the far hand side, and there's a foul on the play, a push from behind. Kind of pushes you give your cousins when they join the swing play, and well, no swing on this one. So a foul is the decision. Denny Cresto. Il Capitano with an opportunity again. Servicing ball coming in here now from Denny Cresto. Cresto with a chance. This one far post. A chance in the air, and goalkeeper does well to come out and punch this one out of harm's play. Harm's way, to be fair. And now the Coyotes trying to find something in transition. As this one is settling back inside, and the forehead of Jacob Schnitzler denying the trajectory of that ball. Back to Colaci. Over to Gabriel Campora, through all opportunity, beautifully played now to the man from Milan. It's the Italian. Colaci with an opportunity. Colaci! And now Cresto! And this one defended nicely by Coyotes. Cresto could have gotten his first of the season. He's the engine in the middle for the Heat. He's the one that pulls the strings. Not only Il Capitano, but the connection between him and Kenshin Uneo has been really good in what we've seen in this first match of play. And the Heat fans asking for goal number 4. Servicing ball, the header attempted and blocked out by Coyotes. Hashimoto on the dribble.
Minute 84 substitution for your Laredo Heat. Going on, number 2, Jack Pascal.
Jack Pascal is.
Number 19, Jonathan Mayen.
We'll get to see this match from the touchline with his teammates after a very impressive 84 minutes of play. Jonathan Mayen will check in now for the Laredo Heat, making his season debut here at home. And Uneo will have it back to Campora. Campora with the flick pass over to Jonathan Mayen, who couldn't get the last flick. Back out to Denny Cresto, and we go back to the same point that we talked about in those closing last 15 minutes of the first half. It's a decision off of that last ball that needs to be played. And the Heat with an opportunity there to get number 4, but the Heat have been good, folks. They've been well. Hashimoto will make way tonight in for number 24 from McAllen, Texas. Laredo Heat Academy graduate, current TAMU U player, Jorge Coque El Rayo Mares. The Coyotes trying to play out onto the flank. It'll be Coyotes throw to get things back underway here, but It'll be a throw now for the Coyotes. Danny Cresta will control in the middle, trying to play the flick over now to Gabriel Campora. El Rayo Mares letting Jonathan Mayen on the press here and intercepted by Kenshin Uneo. An opportunity to find Mayen on the stride. Uneo choosing his midfield compatriot, Il Capitano, Danny Cresta, who will open up the field to play out wide again. Pardon. Colby. Asia. Il Capitano. Uneo. Schnitzler. El Rayo Mares. Denny Cresto. Brandon Martínez Treyes. Ahora con el portero, el guardametas, el arquero, el guantero. Spencer King, possession given up now. Rare to see Denny Cresto do that. And the clearance attempted by Jacob Schnitzler. And the Laredo Heat. Over to Uneo once more. And Kenshin. Back over to Denny Cresto. Now the Heat will just take care of the ball. Well, Coyote is down on the field of play, folks. And we'll take this time to remind you yet again to check out our social media platforms. You can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and watch us on the Gram. And watch us on the TikTok as well. All daily content being uploaded, folks, for your enjoyment. And a great opportunity and chance to see the members of the Laredo Heat Club and Academy. So. Well, referee says play will resume as soon as both teams come from their unofficial water break. We'll get the unofficial meteorological report again shortly, folks. Currently at 75 degrees, so.
Shout out to all of our sponsors. Our title sponsor, Falcon Bank, L&M Distributors, Taco Palenque, the City of Laredo, Visit Laredo, Saints Motor Company, the La Quinta and Suite Laredo Airport, the Hilton True and Home 2 Suite.
The play will resume shortly. I believe it'll be a dropped ball possession here for the Heat. I'm not sure if the center official is asking for the giving of possession, but it looks like it'll just be a drop and the Heat will be able to play. And sure enough, recibe Cocker, el Rayo Mares, la busca Jorge, busca el recorte hacia afuera, comparte con Jonathan Mayen, jugada interior por el Rayo, busca otra vez el servicio Mayen, comparte con el japonés, ese es Uneo. Ahora Il Capitano la tiene, el brasileño busca el cambio de juego, por arriba buscando al Asia. Recuperan los Coyotes. Pero tanto ladrado y sin mordida por lo que lleva la noche. El Rayo Mares la tiene otra vez, el hombre del Valle del Sur de Texas, comparte con el japonés Kenshin Uneo, busca el balón filtrado, Jonathan Mayen, servicio al segundo poste, la oportunidad para el cuarto, y el Heat todavía buscando el póker de la noche. Cresto will have it again, servicing chance, looking inside, and Colachi unable to get to it. Campora read the play good as well. Coyotes looking for that through ball again, and possession just handed to the feet of the Heat. Brandon Martínez Pérez, el hombre de Houston, Texas, comparte con el mediocampista Uneo y ahora recibe el central. El Rayo Mares la comparte, la domina, la recibe, la acaricia. Y ahora es Brennan Martinez-Treyes. Brennan Martinez-Treyes developed as a midfielder, folks, but had a great campaign in the fall collegiate season as a center back. And this is where head coach Johnny Clifford is looking to experiment with. El Rayo Mares la tiene, busca balón interior, comparte Unión, la tiene el Rayo, busca la asistencia. ¡El Rayo! Interceptado otra vez por la defensa de los Coyotes. Unable to just gather possession off the clearance. Brennan Martinez-Treyes with it again. We're already reached 90 minutes, folks. We'll see how much longer the ref allows to play. Jonathan Mayen with it again. Mayen con el recorte. Mayen busca sorprender. El árbitro le pone los guantes, le pone los 10 dedos. Este balón sale del terreno de juego. Vamos a jugar 180 segundos más. A este encuentro se le agregan 3 minutos. El Rayo Mares recibe, ahora quiere compartir con las manos. Tan generoso es el Coque. El Rayo, qué manera de bailar. Busca ahora con Uno. This is Kenshin, the 1-2 by back Campero, and both players know each other. That one unsuccessful there for Campora and Kenshin. Kenny. Ball played again, the press now by Campora. And on to the inside now, and interior play successful here, at least on the build-up in the middle third. For Coyotes, Colby Pardon will get to it first. Brennan Martinez-Treyes now will share with Jacob Schnitzler, who will share back with Royalty. That's Spencer King. High through well again. Flag should stay down as Colby Pardon is allowed to try to play this. And the goalkeeper doing a nice job of just covering possession on that one. And this one sailing out. Goal kick coming up again. We've reached 92, going to the 93rd, folks. Less than 60 seconds left, less than 60 ticks to the clock. Coyotes will share all the way back to the goalkeeper, who does a nice job of just playing a simple pass out wide. Now the build-up by the Coyotes yet again. Playing out by the Coyotes as they look to open up the field of play. El Rayo Mares recibe. Coque on the turn. Gets taken down, and what a good play there by El Rayo. Now, folks, 90 minutes officially in the books. The first match of the season goes in favor of your favorite team from the 956. And not just the 3 points, but 3 goals on the board and a clean sheet for Spencer King. The Heat victorious in their first outing of the 2023 campaign. It opens up at home. Coyotes come to town. Central Texas will leave defeated. And the Heat getting that first layer of pressure off of their shoulders. A very important and crucial one, to be fair. As they walk away from tonight's encounter with 3 very important points. Getting the campaign off on the right foot is a crucial. And I'm sure that the Heat would have liked more on the board. But hey, on a night where your goalie concedes nothing, you put 3 on the board, 3 different scores, a lot of positivity. Can't complain too much about the ones that did not get put into the back of the net. Folks, thank you so much. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Te damos todo el agradecimiento del mundo. Muchas gracias por compartirse y unirse a la transmisión en vivo aquí en Laredo, Texas, su Laredo Heat. Con la primera victoria de la temporada en el primer partido de la campaña 2023. Se lleva los 3 puntos con 3 goles y 0. 3 goles a favor, 0 en contra. Nos vemos el próximo sábado. Su Laredo Heat viaja a Katy. Intentaremos con todo el cariño y el apoyo de llevarles ese partido con la transmisión en vivo. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next Saturday. The Heat will travel to Katy. We'll try to bring you that game live as well. Make sure you stick up to date with all of us on our social media platform. From Rodrigo Marina, our producer Mariela Gonzalez, we'll see you later. Good night. And we'll see you next week.